Is it visible? The screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. This is purely your interest today. I appreciate you. This intention of this Prerna class is to get the good rank in GATE. If you get the good rank in GATE, directly you will get the PSU, you know already, PSU job wherever you want. Or else, if you want to go for MTech or research side, you can go with the GATE rank. For that reason, basically, we are having this Prerna scheme. Okay. I'll give you a problem. First, you solve based on that your understanding. We'll do more problems. Okay. Mm, There is a circuit. Like this with the voltage source. You please draw in your book. And with this voltage source, there is a resistor and another resistor. And then you have a resistor here, and then there is a current source. There is a resistance here, and this current source is 5 amperes, and this voltage is Vx, and the current, because of this one, is given this way. It is Ix, and this one is 6 ohm, and this is also 6 ohm, and this is Ra, and this one is Rb. Is it okay? This is the circuit, and across this 6 ohm they have given the voltage is 612 volts. Okay, find the value of Ix from this circuit. Find the value of Ix from this circuit. Find the value of Ix from this circuit. If you understand whatever we discussed in the previous class, it is a bit easier one only. This is looking like a complicated one. It's very easy to solve.
Sir, 6 ampere.
How much?
6 ampere.
6 amperes. We'll
Yes,
see.
sir.
Everyone is getting the same one or not, we'll see.
7 amperes.
7 amperes. 6 amperes, another one 7 amperes. Any other answer? Yeah. Okay, see. This is very simple. As they have given you already, this is 12 volts. Then you can find the current here. Right? What is the current value here in this branch? That is here.
2 amps.
This is equal to 2 amps. Okay. No need to write anything, right? No need to do any calculation. Directly you can write 2 amperes. Then you can see this is the current is entering here. Okay. And this one is leaving and this one also leaving. You're getting everyone. That means Ix you need the value of Ix plus this 2 amperes, whatever it is leaving, which is equal to the value of current 5 amperes entering. This 5 amperes is entering. Then what is the value of Ix?
3 ampere.
3 amps.
3 amperes. Simple to solve. Okay. Sometimes problems are actually looking like complicated, but they are very simple if you understand. Okay. Every time, whenever they are giving the voltage, this voltage they have given directly 12 volts across this resistor, there is some hint. Okay. Like that, you have to check and you have to apply. For suppose after giving the problem directly you are applying KVL KCL, not like that. If there is any clue in the circuit, you just observe for at least 2 or 3 seconds after reading the question. Just within 5 seconds you can decide which way you can go. After 5 seconds you decide whether you go for KCL or KVL. Directly by seeing the circuit, if you are writing the equations, then in that case you may lead to wrong ways also. Sometimes you may get wrong answer also. Okay. For that reason, you have to first read the question and observe the circuit. Then you attempt. Okay. That will help you. Okay, next one. How fast you will solve, we'll see. This is Vx, this point. This is the node here. This is Vx. And there is a resistor. And there is another resistor. This is 5 ohm. And this one is also 5 ohm. Okay. At this point, voltage is plus 5 volts. Plus 5 volts. Then at this point it is equal to minus 5 volts. Okay. Then find the value of Vx. From this circuit you have to find the value of Vx. Your time starts now. I will give you options. The first option is 2.5 volts. This is A. And next B, minus 2.5 volts. then C 0 volts, D 10 volts. Sorry, 10 volts. I hope now you can answer. It is also simple. You
0
have to
volts.
apply. Very good. 0 volts. Exactly. How you calculated 0 volts? Can you tell us? It is the correct answer. How you are telling 0 volts? You just explain in your words. You guessed it?
No, sir.
Then how you are telling 0?
5 minus Vx minus 5 equal to 0 at an node.
5 minus?
Vx minus 5 equal to 0.
Why you are doing that way?
No other element in Vx, no, sir. So
That means there
voltage
is
will
no
be,
other element, means this node and
volt-
Vx node both are same,
yes,
right?
sir.
This is also Vx only.
And voltage difference at that point will be 0.
Okay, that way also you can solve. Very good. Your understanding is correct, exactly. Then you can solve with the KCL also. If you apply KCL here, the equation will be here Vx minus 5. This element I am writing. Vx minus 5 by 5. Okay. Plus Vx plus 5. This is another current. For suppose this current, both are leaving. And sum of these two is equal to, there is no entering current, this is equal to 0. This 5, if you take LCM, this will be equal to 0. Minus 5 plus 5, this is also equal to 0. If you find from this equation Vx value, you will get 0 volts. Are getting this? Simple. You can solve by applying the KCL also. And she solved. There is no potential difference at this point. Why? Because this plus, this minus will be gets cancelled. Then you will get overall 0 volts only. Exactly. This is your answer. Okay. Okay. Next. A bit complicated. This is the next level problem I am giving you. You note down this circuit. This is 3 amperes and this one is 2 ohm. Okay. Then another resistor is there and there is a voltage source. This voltage source value is 4 volts and this is 4 ohm. This is X and this one is Y, for suppose. And there is another voltage source and resistor connected this way. This is 12 ohm. This is 6 volts. Find the value of Vxy, the voltage difference between these 2 points. Your time starts now. You have to analyze a bit. Analyzing you have to do. Okay, you have to practice that analyzing skill. This similar kind of problems, if you practice, you can develop that analyzing skill. When you are seeing the circuit, there is always one clue. You have to go with that clue. You have to find that first. How many of you solved? It is already 2 minutes 30 seconds.
36 volts.
36 you are getting? It is near to that only. But your options are this: A 10 volts, B 46 volts, C 13 volts, D 38 volts. Okay, near to that only we'll solve. How we can solve, we'll see. For example, this is the current source. If the current is coming this way, then whether it will go into this branch or this branch?
To third branch, no second branch.
Why? Because if it is going this way, there is no closed path. Here it is open circuit, right? X, Y terminals are not connected. That means there is no current flow here into this circuit. For that reason, actual current, whatever it is flowing because of this 3 amperes, that total 3 amperes will go this way. Directly it will reach here. If 3 amperes are going here, what is the voltage drop here across 12 ohm? That will be equal to 36 volts. Right? This is 36 volts. Then what is the voltage across this 4 ohm? There is no current. If there is no current, 0 amperes, then resistance is this one. What is the voltage here? Voltage across this one. That is equal to 0 volts. Why? Because there is no current flow in this branch. For that reason, the voltage across this 4 ohm is equal to 0 volts. Then, if you take a equation here in this, for suppose in this loop particularly, okay, If you write the loop equation, you will get the value of Vxy. If why you have to write loop equation? To find the value of Vxy. Okay, why? Because you have this voltage, and this voltage, this voltage. Each and every voltage you have to apply just loop equation to find the value. First is I am getting from the Vxy, then I am writing from there. Then this is with the negative sign. Opposite we have to take. I told you already. This is plus 4, and this one is 36. Like this, if you assume the current flow, then in that case this is 36, then this is 6 equal to 0. Then Vxy is equal to 38 volts. You understand? Simple. Circuit is looking like complicated, but if you understand, it is very easy one. Is that okay? You understood? You have any doubt? If you're not understanding, I'll explain once again in different way. Is it okay
Yes,
or
sir.
not?
Understood. Okay, sir.
సార్
Tell me.
సార్ మనం మెష్ అనాలిసిస్ జనరల్గా క్లోజ్డ్ పాత్స్కి ఇస్తారు కదా సార్, అంటే ఇక్కడ ఇది క్లోజ్డ్ కాదు కదా సార్, అంటే ఇట్లా చేయొచ్చా సార్ అని డౌట్ ఉంది సార్. అంటే
Here we are actually assuming this is kind of, for suppose this is kind of a battery connected here. We are finding Vxy. Okay. For that reason,
ఎస్
we have actually taken. We need to find Vxy. Anyway, for that reason, we have taken the loop equation. In case of voltage, it is always like a battery. For that reason, we directly applied. Usually, whenever you are telling, it is absolutely correct. In a loop only, in closed path only, you can apply the KVL. But here we are assuming the closed path for finding the value of Vxy.
ఎస్ సార్ ఓకే.
Okay. Another tricky one. You have to practice more to solve this kind of problems. Then only you can crack the easier one and difficult one. In GATE exam, usually they'll give the question, but most of the people they miss out because of they don't understand the question where to start. That is the main difficulty they'll face. For that reason, how you can avoid that is practicing more. If you practice more and more problems, different kind of problems, your analyzing skill, the reasoning skill will improve definitely. And if it is improving, then directly you can solve any kind of problem. If the logic is involved, you will go directly to that logic only. Okay, this is the next one. Who will solve? We'll see. You have to find the effective resistance between A and B, or AB you have to find.
Sir, 1 ohm.
Very good. If you redraw this one, this circuit, it is very simple. This is a parallel combination of 3 ohm resistors. Okay, let me show. Or suppose this is A, we are telling this is B, right? Another one CD. If you have, then the circuit will be first change it to, if you redraw that one, it will be like this. This is A for suppose, then 3 ohm resistor taking, then there is 3 ohm resistor. Okay, then between D and B, that means here, there is 3 ohm resistor. Okay, and this one is, there is no connection, simply a short circuit. Simply a short circuit. AD are shorted and CD are shorted. Then you have this kind of bridge. If you look into this, you must find the resistance value. Then this can be again, this is one resistor and another resistor. There is this one, then another resistor. This is A side, this is B side. That means 3, 3, 3. All are in parallel. What is the equivalent? Obviously 1 ohm. Okay, simple. You understood? You have any difficulty? It is easy. This is equal to 1 ohm. I hope you are getting there. You are getting, everyone? You can calculate, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next you solve this one. There is a voltage source and there is a resistor and there is a diode. And there is a ammeter and you have a resistor here, another resistor here. This current source is 2 ampere and this one is diode. Diode current is ID, which is flowing this side. Okay, this resistance is 1 ohm and this one is 4 ohm and this resistance also 4 ohm and the voltage is what we are applying is 10 ohms. After drawing this circuit, you note down there. Find the current through the ideal diode D. Find the current through the ideal diode D. Find the current through the ideal diode D.
Sir, 2 amperes, sir.
Is 2 ampere you are getting?
Yes, sir.
Any other value? 2 amperes, okay. Anyone getting any other value? What you did to find the 2 amperes? How you got 2 amperes? Can you tell us?
Sir, ideal diode and sir, resistance 0, sir.
Okay.
So current won't be passing through the parallel 4 ohm resistor, so we can eliminate that one. అండ్ ఇక్కడ లాస్ట్ నుంచి వచ్చే 2 amperes నుంచి వచ్చే కరెంట్ కూడా 4 ohms రెసిస్టర్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోదు, ఎందుకంటే డయోడ్ ఉంది కాబట్టి.
Okay, that is reverse bias.
ఎస్ సార్, ఎస్ సార్. సో డైరెక్ట్లీ ఈక్వలెంట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసి.
How much you got equivalent resistance?
5 ohms, sir.
5 ohms. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Voltage?
Voltage 10 volts.
You are telling already there is no current flow through the parallel branches. This 4 ohm and 1 ohm, there is no current flow. You can remove this, right?
1 ohm లో నుంచి కరెంట్ వెళ్తుంది సార్, లైక్ 2 ampere కరెంట్ వెళ్తుంది సార్.
Okay.
That means 12 volts will be the voltage, sir, overall, I think.
Overall 12 volts.
Yes, sir.
How you find 12 volts?
Because this due to this 2 amperes current source, here there will be a voltage drop in the 1 ohm resistor, sir.
That means you are applying superposition theorem. There is one current source, right? There is one voltage
Yes,
source, then one current source. Then because of we have to find the voltage, that is not current through the diode. For that reason we are applying first voltage source. With that voltage source one current you will get, with the current source one value you will get. Based on that you are calculating, I think so, right?
Yes, sir. I'll calculate once again, sir.
Actually, before calculating, let me clear at this stage only. If you are applying, you know the superposition theorem, right? But at this stage we are not discussed about this one. That is one thing, and other one is, if you want to apply this superposition theorem, whenever you want to apply this superposition theorem, the elements whatever you are inside any circuit, electric circuit, the elements must be linear elements. Okay, not the non-linear ones. Here diode is there. Diode is actually the non-linear element. Okay, for that reason we can't apply this superposition theorem in this particular circuit. What we have to apply then? Simply you can apply source transformation here, so that it will be easy to calculate the current through this diode. What is the current flow through that diode? If you want to calculate, you can't apply superposition theorem. Why? Because there is a diode. For that reason we can't apply. Then if you apply the source transformation, this is 10 volts and this one is 4 ohm, then what is the current source value? If you convert current source in parallel with the resistor, what is the current source value if you apply source transformation for this voltage source in series with the resistance. That is 10 by 4, right?
5/2.
Sir, ID 1 ampere.
1 ampere is correct. Exactly. This is actually you are getting like 2.5 amperes, right? 2.5 amperes is the current source. Then you have in parallel with 4 ohm resistor. This resistor we have to draw in parallel, right? But there is another 4 ohm resistor. Okay, another 4 ohm resistor is there. Then you have this diode. Then you have 1 ampere in series with voltage source for suppose. Then what is the voltage source value? This is 1 ampere and 2 amperes and 1 ohm. You will get 2 volts value, right? I hope it is clear. Then this is 4 ohm and this one is also 4 ohm. If both are in parallel, what is the equivalent? That is equal
2
to
ohm.
2
2
ohm, this
ohms.
combination. Then if it is 2 ohm and this is 2.5 amperes, then again this circuit can be converted to source transformation. Then there is a voltage source. That voltage source value is connected in series with 2 ohm. This is 2 ohm and 2.5 amperes. Total voltage is equal to 5 volts. That 5 volts will be here. Okay. Then there is a diode and you have 1 ohm resistor here and 2 volts battery here, right? 1 ohm resistor and 2 volts battery. Okay. Now if you want to find the value of ID, it is easy. How it is easy? Simply if you want to find the current, simply 5 minus 2. This voltage minus this voltage by total resistance is 3. That is the value of ID. That is 3 by 3. Our friend told already, which is equal to 1 ampere. Exactly. You will get 1 ampere with this kind of problem. Understood? Whenever you are having, why I have stressed here is, whenever you are having non-linear elements, active elements, and in case of the non-linear elements, you can't apply superposition theorem. Some people, they already performed the laboratory experiments. We have two sources, directly we can apply the superposition theorem. Like that, they can thinking about this kind of a circuit. But here, whenever you are having a non-linear element like diode, we can't apply superposition theorem. For that reason, you have to go with the source transformation technique. Okay, is it okay? You have any kind of doubt, you can ask. If you have doubt, you can ask at this stage. Okay, the last one. If you understood, if you don't have any doubt, you solve this one. There is a voltage source. And there is a resistor. And there is another resistor. There is another resistor. Here you have inductor. Inductor, capacitor. This is the circuit. The voltage value is 30 volts. And the resistor is 10 ohm. And this one is 20 ohm. And this one is 5 ohm. And 1 millihenry is the inductor value. 10 microfarad capacitor value. Now, after drawing this circuit, you note down there, find energy dissipated by 5 ohm resistor. The energy dissipated by the 5 ohm resistor. Find the energy dissipated by the 5 ohm resistor. This will test your basic. Okay, this kind of a circuit will test your basics perfectly. Try to solve this one. You have to find the energy or power dissipated by the 5 ohm resistor. Anyone solve?
Sir, 3.67 watts.
Very good. Exactly. Can you tell us how you solved?
Sir, when the inductors and capacitors are given supply for some long time, The inductor acts as a short circuit and the capacitor acts as an open circuit, sir.
Okay, whenever you are applying DC also, that is the same thing. For a DC
Yes.
supply, the capacitor acts as a open circuit. That means you have to do open circuit here at these terminals. For solving the same problem, then whenever the inductor is there that is connected to DC means it must be acting like a short circuit. Okay, then your circuit must be like this. Okay, thank you, very good. Because of this 30 volts there is a current flow, that is, for suppose I, you have to find that I. How to find this I?
30 by equivalent resistance.
Very good. 30 by equivalent resistance. The equivalent resistance is 10 5, both are in parallel, and that combination is in series with 20. That means 20 plus combination of 10 in parallel with 5. That will give you the value of I. How much you are getting? I value. This is equal to
23.33. Sorry, 1.8.
1.285.
1.28.
Okay, 1.285 amperes exactly. Then if you want to find the value of current through 5 ohm, then directly the total current is this one, 1.285. This is a current division rule. It is a parallel circuit. You have to take opposite resistance, that is 10. Okay, this 10 by total resistance, which is equal to 15. 5 plus 10. Okay, this value, the current through this 5, you will get 0.857. As simple as that. 0.857 ampere. You know already current. Then current square, this is 5. Okay, 5 ohm resistor current square into 5, that means I square R. This value will be given as 3.676 watts. I hope it is understood. Okay, the important thing here you have to remember is, whenever you are connecting DC supply to the inductor, it will always acts as a short circuit. Whenever you are connecting capacitor to the DC supply, it is acting like a open circuit. Okay, we'll stop here today. We'll learn more from the next class. That's tomorrow. We'll meet again. If you have any kind of a doubt, you can ask.